I do want to read a quote from Martin Luther. He says, he warned that we by no means permit an alien and new way of teaching the article of justification, or the gospel, especially during our lifetime, to be taught, lest by our negligence we provide an occasion for Satan to burst into the church and to give rise to endless sects and offenses. We must not only be concerned about how we might be saved, but we also must take the greatest pains lest posterity receive lies and errors under the disguise of piety and truth. Yet let those be accursed who are or will be the authors of such horrible evil. We are raising up godless posterity. We are now in the third and fourth generation of the Hyles heresy that started in the 60s. Jack Hyles, we'll get into him in a little bit. And so he resurrected this heresy. And what we're having here now is these false converts come into the churches. They walk and talk among us. They're our brothers, our sisters, our children, our parents, our Sunday school teachers. They get into positions of leadership like that. They become deacons, pastors, professors at Bible colleges. And they raise up a new generation who's even worse. I talk in the book about changelings, this ancient fear that in the night some other creature might come and swap out your baby with theirs, and it looks just like yours. And you raise it like it's your own. You think it's, your own family, your own flesh and blood, and yet one day or one night it might revert back to its old nature. And that's what we have today. We have tares among wheat who are influencing our doctrine, our way of life, the status quo in our churches, because they are not of our father, they are of their father, the devil. They are changelings, they are tares among wheat. They look like us, they act like us in some ways, they talk like us anyways, and yet the choices they make, the doctrines come from their nature that is contrary to ours. And so this may have led to some confusion for many of you who are listening. Why does so-and-so always seem to oppose these teachings that to me sound so biblical? It's quite possible that it's because he has a different father. He's a changeling. Not always. It could be he just needs to be educated. But oftentimes it could be because he's not of your father, and that he's a changeling, a tare among wheat.